Hey everyone, did you have a joyful week? It was a great word of the week, and I am recording this after just returning from an amazing whirlwind of about 2 weeks. I had pre-recorded last week's message knowing that I was traveling for business and then heading directly to Iceland for a bucket list trip, originally with my sister. And then last minute, due to my brother-in-law recovering from his recent surgery, I needed a friend to step in and go with me. So my friend Anita and I went to Iceland. But even before I left for the trip, I had the surgery to remove the C word from my leg. So it's just been one thing after the next. And when I reflect on the last week, some of the things that brought me the most joy were originally some of the things that brought me the most angst. The things that really seemed to be problems at first. But here's what's so cool about problems, challenges, bends in the road, roadblocks, things that go wrong, Murphy's Law stuff. When they are addressed and when you surmount them or fix them, resolve them or plow through them, then comes joy. So this euphoria of life is often preceded by challenges. So look at your challenge, problem, roadblock, Murphy's Law thing today as just a precursor to the joy that is to come. We woke up one morning. We had planned to go to the Blue Lagoon in Iceland. You cannot go to Iceland without going to the Blue Lagoon. It is mandatory. It is one of the 28 top wonders of the world. And it was my bucket list item as well. And we woke up to a hurricane. Like it was pouring horrifically. All tours were canceled. We had pre-booked massages that take place right in this geothermal water. I mean, I had been looking forward to this for the whole trip. Nothing. It looked like all was lost. And, we didn't respond perfectly. I was a little grumpy, like, man, all the way to Iceland for the Blue Lagoon and we can't even go? And as life would have it, we bundled up in our suits. Even though it was hurricane force winds and rain, our 9:30 tour was switched to 12:30, and at 12:30 we trudge onto the bus soaking wet and thinking, this certainly isn't going to be a great experience. And just about as we pulled up to the Blue Lagoon, all of a sudden the skies cleared up. We looked at each other like, maybe this is really happening and it's going to be good. So you put your bathing suits on, even though it is like 30 degrees and freezing cold. And we're running to the spot where we were able to get our massages. Like two little girls. Oh, it's so cold, it's so cold, it's so cold, I can... And then we stepped in to the Blue Lagoon. All of a sudden, oh, heaven, heaven, heaven. It was heavenly, hot, but not too hot water with these healing properties that are legendary. And for the next few hours, we had the most amazing experience, and it brought us, the joy is in retelling it. The joy is in, oh no, it looks so bad, and then it ended up so good. Find the joy. And also, I find that the bridge to joy is often finding the humor in situations. We had a tour guide. I didn't know her name, but I called her Helga because she seemed very stern and stoic. And this was the very first tour we had on our trip, and I'm thinking, these people aren't very friendly here. She talked like this. And if you sat in the wrong seat, you get out of seat. That is not your seat. And if you're late to bus, we leave without you. It's rude. to be late, which she's right. It is rude to be late. But anyhow, also in Iceland, they don't use the letter V. So they would say that I am Brenda Viola. It's like a W. Anyhow. But even though our first tour guide was gruff and kind of mean, we just giggled like kids because we would make fun of her voice, and we could pretend that we were Helga throughout the week, and the little bit of humor to it brought the joy in the situation. So that's my take on joy. I hope you had lots of it, bucketfuls of it this week, and every week, really. So those are a few of my travelogue stories. And here is the bag, and we ask for a word for this week. For me, it's a get back to normal week. I don't know what it is for everyone else, but I hope for a word that will inspire us. And the answer is... wow. The word is integrity. What immediately comes to mind is the scripture that integrity will preserve you. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when it's not convenient. Maybe you're faced with a right or wrong situation. Maybe it's not even a clear-cut black or white situation, but you need to do the right thing on the inside. My husband told me a story once that made me fall in love with him. When he was a little boy, he and his mom went shopping for school clothes, and when they went to check out and they were about to walk away, he realized that the clerk had given his mother the receipt that was signed. And he said to his mother, actually, because he never called her mom, "Mother, I think that you have the wrong receipt." And when mother realized it, she was like, "Oh my goodness, that the store would be completely out, all the clothes and the money and the sale," and went back. And I just loved that about my husband, that even as a little boy, his heart was, you don't rip someone off to benefit yourself. So this is a little nugget for the week, and methinks we're all going to face some situations where we could do what's expedient or convenient, or to do what's right. So may we all choose to do what's right, because integrity will preserve us. Have a great week.